It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Monkish Brewing Company and it's a can of their Foggy Window. It's a double India Pale Ale coming in at 8.1% ABV in a 1.16 fluid ounce can. Looks really good. Love the can art on this one. Without further ado, let's get this can out into a glass and see what we get. I want to say a massive thank you to Chris in San Diego, who passed these beers on to Steve in Manchester, who then sent them on to me. Wonderful gesture. We'll get into that in a moment. I want to get the beer out into a glass first. So I'm just reading a note from Steve, and he's saying that this beer, Foggy Window, is his favourite beer of all time. So I'm interested to see what makes this beer Steve's favourite beer of all time. I've drunk quite a few now of the Monkish beers and they've been sensational. Absolutely sensational. From the first one I tried, the B-Boys of old, that was incredible. We just did Broccoli and now we're reviewing this one. And there was one we reviewed last week as well, which was incredible. Amazing beer. They're kind of like these breweries from San Diego. I mean, not all of them, but some of them, they really have become IPA specialists. They produce these fantastic, wonderful kind of double IPAs and single IPAs, double dry hopped IPAs and hazy IPAs. But look at that, 8.1% ABV. It's got an incredible head on it. One finger white head. It would be straw coloured if it wasn't as hazy as it is. If you're new to craft beer, this is what the beer is supposed to look like. Some of you new to beer might be scratching your head thinking, isn't beer supposed to be clear? No, this is craft beer. The more, I would say as a rule of thumb, the hazier the beer is, the more flavours left in the beer, and the more the flavour you should enjoy if you like this sort of thing. So without further ado, let's get the aroma on this straw coloured hazy beer. Oh, that is fresh. Wow. It's super fresh. Unbelievable. It's jumping out the glass at me. Really citrusy and grapefruit, orange peel and mango, passion fruit. It smells amazing. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, blimey, boom, stone the crows, there is some flavour in there. Oh, I'm loving the warming sensation as the beer is sliding down the inside of the throat into the pit of the stomach. It's a little bit of, I'm trying to work it out if it's a touch of alcohol burn or maybe a touch of hop burn, but I love it. It's an extra sensation to this fantastic beer that we're drinking. Amazing. I'm trying to process in my mind everything that's going on. It's like all at once. It's like really quick, like bam. Orange peel, fleshy blood orange, carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. It's really bold. There's massive mouthfeel coming through. just incredible. Just incredible. Creamy, rich mouthfeel. Passion fruit, mango, orange peel, fleshy blood orange, grapefruit. There's a nice amount of bitterness on this beer as well. Yes, it's a double dry hopped India Pale Ale. But it's not. Is it a double dry hopped India Pale Ale? Hang on. Hang on. No, it doesn't say that. It says it's a double India Pale Ale, so a double IPA. So it's got all of the wonderful kind of big kind of flavours in the middle, your passion fruit, your mango, your citrus, your fleshy blood orange, your grapefruit, but there's a little bit of pine in there. That flavour of a almost like a bygone era of double IPAs where you get grapefruit and orange peel and lemon and pine needle, and you get a certain, well, I mean with the old school double IPAs, you get a rampart-ing huge bitterness on the back end. This, it's more flavoursome in the middle, but it's not. It's almost like it's struggling to let go of its initial roots. It doesn't quite want to let go of the bitterness just yet. It's hanging on by its fingernails, really, and I like that. I like that. I was only speaking about this recently in a review where I was talking about the sweetness to begin with, and then you get loads of flavour in the middle, and then it kind of, the flavours just carry on, and that's all fine, but it's almost like you're waiting for a little bit of bitterness on the back end, and this beer, this Foggy Window, delivers it. It delivers that, almost like a little kind of wave to an era which we're quickly moving away from. That kind of old-fashioned. Do I grab this dusty old bottle? I grab this out sometimes because it's quite funny how dusty these bottles get in this kitchen. But this is a Polish double IPA from 8 years ago. Crazy Mike. And it's 100 IBU. And the whole marketing on the front of this beer is that this beer will smack you in the chops. You can see it there. You can see it. And that was how, I mean, that's a Polish beer. But the Polish were influenced off this kind of, this massive double IPA trend that is now, I think it's unfortunate. It's a bygone, it's gone, it's almost gone. This beer is not smacking you round the face with bitterness. I'm not suggesting that for 1 second. As I mentioned, it's just almost like a waving of goodbye, an appreciation of bitterness in beer, in IPAs. I think it should stay, personally. Here we go then. Little bit of sweetness from the malt, smack loads of flavour in the middle, little bit of bitterness on the back end. So the beer's balanced. It's balanced. It's like a tightrope walker. Balanced along. Sweetness, bitterness, bitterness. And it just works. It works for me. It works for me. And I think that's why it's worked for Steve. There we are. Saying that Foggy Window Batch 6 is my favourite beer of all time. I think that's down to the fact that there is some bitterness on the back end of this beer, and it's, I mean, I don't want to bore you with the whole subject now, but you get my point. You get my point. Great lacing, great mouthfeel, fantastic carbonation, great body on the beer, little bit of sweetness to begin with, loads and loads of tropical mango, passion fruit, grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange flavours in the middle, guava, kiwi fruits, all your punch bowl fruits in the middle, and then a little tickle of bitterness on the back end. What a beer. Monkish Foggy Window Double IPA, 8.1% ABV. For me, gets a massive, massive, massive Stone the Crows 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!